Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara is at work. Today I'm getting to the review of the Stretch 2. This is an exclusive in VG10. This is the straight back design. Yeah, this is a pretty awesome knife. It was just given away to one of our patrons that won it, so I got to get it mailed out to them this week. I wanted to get the review done on it. I did use it, but I did not use it hard enough to need a new edge, so it does have a factory edge still. I did hone it, so I did use it enough to need to hone it, but it's brand new. I mean, it's basically brand new. I know I said I used it, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Now, I really like this knife. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to give it away. I'm not normally a huge backlock fan, unless if I can do this, do the one-handed action, and you can easily do the one-handed action with this knife. Let's get into this knife right now. So the overall length of this knife is just a hair over 8 inches. It's about 8 1/8 with a 3.5 inch blade. Perfect EDC size. Here it is next to the Gale Bradley. The Spyderco Gale Bradley 2. Here it is next to the Benchmade 940. A lot of people know the Benchmade 940. You can see it's bigger than the Benchmade 940. And then here it is next to the Spyderco Shaman. About the same length as the Shaman. And then here's the Hogue Ritter RSK MK1. Basically the same size as that. Alright, let's get into this. So, it is FRN in VG10 steel. So the handles are FRN, GFN, whatever you want to call it, but basically a special plastic. I'm not usually a huge fan of FRN, but on something like this, I understand it and it works good. Because to me, this is a straight work knife. Straight work knife. It's an amazing cutter. One, it gets down to a pretty good geometry. I haven't measured it. Let me measure the edge really quick. This one's about 19 thousandths behind the edge. And then the blade stock isn't crazy thick. It slices like a beast. It slices great. Great blade shape for EDC. I love this blade shape because you have the belly for slicing. You have the straight edge right here, coupled with the choil for good push cuts. And then you can use your tip nice and easy. Now the ergos on this thing are fantastic. Even holding back here without the choil, this is great. The jimping is done so good on Spyderco. Spydercos have some of the best jimping, I think. And then choking up, like doing this grip right here, works really, really good for slicing. Or like I said before, with the push cut, you can get up nice and close. The ergos are just fantastic. This round edge right here sits nice and comfortable in your palm. And for the action, you put tension right here and here. And you don't have to worry about the edge hitting you because the choil is going to hit you. So as long as your finger's up, right up under here, it's going to hit you by the choil, or, you know, by the finger choil. Then you just turn it, snap it down. It's very easy to do. You can push the lock, and the lock has this little indentation that makes it nice and comfortable to do. And you just give it a little pop forward. So I'm just going to go like that after I push the button, and it closes. Bang, nice and easy. The thumb flick is very easy with this. And the middle finger flicking action is great too. You do kind of got to get used to it because it doesn't have a detent, you know. It does have that little, you know, how a lock back goes. But once you get used to it, it's very easy to do. The lockback design is just this bar right here locks into that groove you see right there. Focus. back. It has good lockup with all backlocks. You know, when you give it the up and down, you can feel the backlock shifting just a little bit, but no big deal because it's a backlock. It's not a frame lock or anything like that where you have to worry about that. You just feel like the tension of the spine pushing back on the lock. But like with a frame lock, you'd have to worry about that because it can push out of the way. This doesn't do that. So it does have steel liners. You can see they are heavily milled out. So makes it very light, but yet very strong. I can squeeze them, but not really good because this is all solid, so that's a lot of tension to squeeze it. It is pinned together though. Or sorry, it's not pinned together. it has like I guess like kind of like a Chicago screw deal going on, where everything screws in from this side into this side, and then the clip is reversible in any direction you want. You have a nice lanyard hole that goes through the clip, and it all matches really good, doesn't it? I mean, this for white, this looks pretty good. You know, I'm not a huge white fan. You could technically dye these. You know, you'd want to get some RIT dye, and you could turn it whatever color you want, technically. Now, you can also do the two-hand close, you know, but I prefer the one hand. The clip works fantastic, even in the hand, but in and out of the pocket, it works great. This is just a straight user, man. The steel's good. VG10's a great steel. It's very stain resistant. It has decent edge retention, and it's very easy to sharpen. It strops back up really good. Just a straight user steel. Now, some negatives. One negative, you know, that the clip could be deeper. It's not deep. You do have, you know, enough to hang out to where you can grab it and then some to pull in your pocket. So if you don't like deep carry clips, then it's, you know, right up your alley. But I'd prefer it to be a little deeper. You know, the lanyard hole, everything could be right up here. But it does go through the back spacer, as you can see. So right through here is the back spacer. The next thing, I'm not a big fan of FRN. I don't mind it on this, though. I really don't. This the grip is very nice. It's nice and grippy. You can see the bi-directional texturing. How these go this way and then these go this way. You can see the Spyderco Stretch 2 right there. But that's really it for bad, is the FRN and the clip could be deeper. In all reality, I'm not a huge backlock fan, like I said, but since I can one-hand this, I like it, actually. And I really wasn't even going to give this away because I liked it so much. I literally was carrying this, and then I had to make the decision, like, if I'm going to give this away, I can't keep carrying this. And I liked it so much that I was like, man, this would be a good knife to give away. Plus, it's an exclusive. It's discontinued. I found them on eBay for like $150. I found them sold on eBay for like $150. I think the original price was cheaper than that. But great knife. It is made in Seki City, Japan. But, you know, the one good thing about it is the blade shape. Since you have the blade shape and the kind of grind it has, coupled with the ergos, it just makes you want to use it. It really does. You can get this grip right here that makes you just want to cut stuff and use this. And after getting it and getting to use it a couple times, I realized like how much I liked carrying it, how much I liked using it. Every time I thought of a job I had to do, I instantly thought about grabbing this. And that's when it told me, like, man, I'm going to wind up carrying this thing to death if I do not, you know, decide right now if I'm going to give it away. And then because of that thought, that's what made me give it away. Because I realized if I like it that much, then it deserves to go to one of the patrons. And that's why, you know, one of the patrons did win it. You can also do this too, where you do the finger thing. But yeah, that's why I did give it away. And if the patron member wants me to sharpen it, I have no problem sharpening this thing and putting an edge on there. But it is a factory edge. Everything is nice and new. So if you're planning on selling it or trading it or anything, I don't recommend me putting an edge on it. But if you are going to keep it as a user, and unless if you sharpen, I mean, because it's a doggone good edge right now. There's nothing wrong with this edge. It's as if it came from the factory. Honing it doesn't hurt, like it doesn't change the grit or anything. If you look at it, you can see that it is a straight factory edge. Honing it did not do anything of changing the grit or anything like that. All it did was just bring it back to a true sharp edge, If you keep honing over and over and over and over through time, yeah, eventually you're going to start seeing that the grit is going to start going away from the edge, and it will start showing that it's been sharpened or that it's been honed. But just honing a few times won't do that. So, but yeah, there you guys go. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.